Countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! But this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Alright everyone, you're gonna have to be gentle with me. I have been playing Master Duel for about 10 hours a day since release, and my body is about to give out. The only thing that will be able to heal me from this position in this tank top is rolling Cloudian. So we're gonna hard do it, baby. 2 rolls, I am confident we will get it. Okay, I know I said that I wanted to play Cloudian, but Battery Man's actually good, so I'm playing that instead.
Last episode proved that only one duelist may stand atop the kingdom of Jank, and since I won the King of the Skull Servants mirror match, I guess that is me, especially considering I'm not in the Jank tank this week, which feels pretty good. So let's go ahead and spin. We actually had the exact same wheel as last time, except instead of the King of the Skull Servants, we threw on a deck that a lot of you guys have been requesting, Crystal Beast, and boy, do we have a fucking atrocious deck for that one. So let's go ahead and spin, see what we're working with. We are not in the tank, so we have 3 spins to work with here. Let's see what we get for spin number 1. This deck is actually quite interesting, so I think we're gonna go with it. Then again, there are some jankier decks that we can play. You know what? Let's go ahead and spin it again. I think there's better. The Harpy deck, surprisingly, is actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and spin a second time. Okay, now this deck is bad.
Here come the Battery Men. Now, the Battery Men will send a shiver down the spine of any player who has unlocked their standard duelist deck in Duel Links, or one very specific Burning Abyss player from the NAWCQ. This list is known for one thing and one thing only, OTKing. Now, the idea behind Battery Man is you'll use 3 of this card, Battery Man AAA, to pump all of their attacks to 3,000, and then use Short Circuit to clear the way for an OTK. In practice, things went a little differently. Battery Man has some of the most powerful individual support spells ever printed. Battery Charger is a Reborn. Portable Battery Pack is 2 Reborns. Battery Man Microcell flips, summons a Battery Man from deck, then draws you a card. These cards are exceptionally powerful, and they did start taking names with the release of Battery Man Fuel Cell a couple of sets later, but for now, these are all we have to play with. Thankfully, we did get one of the most powerful cards ever printed, Battery Man Charger. This innocuous-looking monster, when summoned, summons a Battery Man from your deck, then gains 300 for each Thunder-type monster you control. That means on normal summon, it's at minimum a 2,400 attack point monster, and it's not hard to snowball from there. Now, this was a format in which Dark Arm Dragon was absolutely everywhere, so it's not surprising to see why people gravitated towards Battery Men. After all, they kind of have their own dad. Battery Man Industrial Strength can't be normal summoned or set, but can be summoned by removing 2 Battery Men monsters from your graveyard from play. You can remove a Thunder-type monster from your graveyard to target a monster on the field and a Spell and Trap card on the field and destroy both. Now, this is a little crusty. There do have to be both a monster and a Spell Trap in order to activate this effect, and you're not in scenarios where you have 3 Battery Men to banish from your grave particularly often. But with a little bit of help, it's actually one of the most powerful boss monsters ever conceived. And if nothing else, it's a great monster to slap down onto an empty board to get in for a ton of damage. So let me walk you through what we're playing. Now, keep in mind, the Battery Men lineup at this point is extremely sparse. You're going to see these not only in Jank, but in history later on as they get cards like AAA. For the time being, we've got AA, which gets 1,000 attack for every Battery Man AA on your side of the field, provided they're all in attack, and 1,000 defense, provided they're all in defense. Battery Man Charger and Industrial Strength, and 3 copies of Battery Man Microcell, your best turn 1 set. We're also playing 2 Cyber Dragon and 3 Cyber Valley. Good to get to those battery men. If we're only playing 11 good ones, we probably want to see them as often as possible, and fading the battle step is really, really good in this deck. You want your opponent to overextend into a short circuit. After that, we've got 3 Guardian of Order. This card's just generally very good. We've got Reborn, we've got Premature Burial in here, and this is a trade-in target for sure. It's also a free special summon if you control 2 or more light monsters, but you can only summon 1 of them, so it does tend to be a little bricky. After that, we've got triple Battery Charger, 1 Giant Trunade, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Premature Burial. I don't actually like Short Circuit. I think any board where you have 3 battery men, you're already winning by a mile, but it's very funny to resolve. If you control 3 or more battery man monsters, destroy all cards your opponent controls. And if you've ever played any slower format, you know that this is actually pretty easy to unlock. Finally, we've got 2 trade-in, 1 Mirror Force, triple portable battery pack, triple Threatening Roar, and a Torrential Tribute. So, I sure hope we can give you an electrifying performance.
This has to be one of the worst fucking decks I've ever seen in my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Gigaplant OTK. This is not Gigavise. Gigavise was not able to be played yet because Supervise had not been released. That's the Gigaplant deck a lot of people might be familiar with from around this time. No, this is a completely different abomination, and holy fuck, if we win this episode, it is going to be nothing short of a miracle. Let me walk you through this deck. So, the entire deck revolves around this card down here, Super Alloy Beast Raptinus. Now, if you've never seen this card in your life, don't worry, it requires 2 Gemini monsters to fusion summon, so that's probably why, and all Gemini monsters on the field are treated as effect monsters and gain their effects. Now, to be fair, that's a pretty decent effect, but the problem is you need to be running this fucker and a way to actually summon it in order for you to actually get that benefit. So, what this deck is aiming to do is it's aiming to get out Raptinus and have 2 copies of Gigaplant in rotation. That in tandem with any of our FTK enablers, such as Cannon Soldier or Mass Driver, we actually have an FTK just like that. So I wouldn't really call it an FTK because I don't even know if you can do this on turn 1. So in theory, if you have the Alloy Beast out, the Gigaplants are then enabled to once per turn special summon an insect or plant monster from your hand or graveyard. So what you would do is you have the Alloy Beast plus Gigaplant on the field. You would use the first Gigaplant to summon the second Gigaplant, then use Mass Driver to tribute off the first Gigaplant. Then with your second Gigaplant, you revive the first one, use Mass Driver to tribute the second, and this is an infinite loop because Gigaplant is a soft once per turn, and every time you're reviving it, you're sacking off the other, and the other one hasn't used its effect until you burn your opponent. Also, like, you could just have a bunch of these on the field because 24 plus 24 plus 22 is what, 48, 5, 7,000 damage, right? So you could just kill your opponent like that. I guess, right? I guess that is technically a win condition, even though it is probably jumping through more hoops than I've ever seen a deck try to do. So let's do the card by card. So 2 Cannon Soldier, don't know why it's 2, but I guess we need a way to burn our opponent. Hope this comes up. 3 Gigaplant, because it's the heart and soul of the deck, and probably one of the better cards in here. One of the only Gemini monsters that really actually saw play because its Gemini effect was actually decent. This and Illblood are the 2 that come to mind. Then we're playing 2 King of the Swamp to search our 3 Polymerization so we can summon the Alloy Beast. Ridiculous. Then we have 3 Lone Fire Blossom. This is actually a good Yu-Gi-Oh card because we can summon Gigaplant immediately, and hopefully it helps turbo out this combo a bit quicker. Then we have some other good cards like Morphing Jar, Sangan, and Spirit Reaper. Triple UFO Turtle is actually okay because it gets us into Lone Fire, which then can get us into Gigaplant, so this makes sense. Then for the spells, 2 Dark Factory of Mass Production to add the Gigaplants back to hand. I don't even know why you want to add these back to hand, but that's in the deck. Then we have Triple Foolish Burial. This makes sense because we want the Gigaplant engraved because we can actually revive it a myriad of different ways. And same thing for Future Fusion. Now, I will say, out of all the ways I've seen Future Fusion used for broken bullshit in Yu-Gi-Oh!, this has got to be the least exciting way to ever use Future Fusion to send 2 Gigaplants to summon a Super Alloy Beast Raptinus. Unreal. If we pull this off, I just win the game immediately, I guess. Giant Trunade, level limit area B to stall for time, I guess, because we don't need to actually attack to do our win condition. Triple Mass Driver, this card hadn't been hit yet. Monster Reborn, Triple Poly, Premature Burial, and Swing of Memories. This targets a normal monster grave and special summons it, which Gigaplant happens to be, so this is technically a combo piece, even though though destroys it in the end phase. If we have the combo, it doesn't actually matter. Then we have a Swords for stalling as well as Gravity Bind, Torrential to clear up the board, I guess. Waboku, again, another stall card. Same with Wall of Revealing Light. The side deck is, I don't know, it's something. Heavy Storm, double Magical Mount, MST Crossout, 2 Cloak and Dagger. Declare a monster name. If your opponent normal or special summons that monster, remove that monster and this card from play. So I guess if you know what your opponent's going to summon, you can maybe just snipe them out and make it so that they either have to do something different, or if it's like a card that specifically gets a named card, then you can just, you know, kill it immediately, I suppose. Crush card in the side deck. Okay, 3 Dust Tornado to make sure your combo goes off, 3 Shadow Imp because this was during Dark Arm format, at least is what it seems, because this was like 2008-ish, and then an Ultimate Offering in here as well. So people were just trying anything to not play Dark Arm Dragon at this point, and this is what happens when you get really fucking bored and really fucking creative. So guys, I am fully expecting to lose this episode, but if we can pull off this OTK even once, then to me, that's a victory. So I can't wait to see what Joseph spun on the wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Buddy, I don't know what everyone was all bent out of shape about in the last episode. Like, I thought that was a fun mirror match. Maybe, you know, maybe it's just because it's a mirror, people just have an inherent hatred towards it. But, we'll see. How are you feeling about this one?
Hilarious to watch the dominance of the king. We truly found out who deserved the throne, and it was you, baby. I am back in this awful tank top for like the 3rd week in a row. You couldn't win a match to save your life, and now I've been sitting here in this stupid dress-looking thing for almost a month now.
You would think, though, that the Jank tank is more like the crown for the king, right? Yeah. Like, that sort of makes sense for this series, because it's almost, you've told me this explicitly, you're aiming for the worst win rate possible.
Oh, yeah. If we get out of here with, like, everyone was sending me PMs. They were like, Joseph, you have a 70% win rate in Jank. And I was like, unacceptable. I got to get that shit down to 10. You know? That means I'm not janking enough.
That's true. That's all about the jank. That's what we're here for. And I think we're going to have a very interesting match ahead of us. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's shout out our patron. It is MBT, I lick your windows. Thank you for the support.
That one's not even horny. It's just weird.
It's horny in a different sort of way, buddy. It's horny in a different sort of way. Okay, you got the hand up, or would you like a new RNG method? Because apparently I'm the telepath that always knows what you have up.
I'll do the hand. Let me...
Even.
Yeah. I just instinctively threw up a 4.
Because that's the number of losses you're going to have after this episode.
Yeah, probably. Okay, you have an extra deck, so there is a difference at least.
There is a difference, yes. Unless I did that to specifically throw you off, but I don't think I would be that clever. We'll go to main phase 1. Holy shit, this is the worst fucking thing I've ever looked at.
Oh,
all right.
No.
I'm going to set 1 and pass the turn.
I mean, I hate to say it, I think my hand is actually worse than yours.
Wow. Okay. Draw. Anything in standby.
No, go off, King.
Okay, figured. I guess this is a good card. I'll normal Spirit Reaper.
Oh, sure. Yeah, just go for it, buddy.
I'll flip UFO Turtle.
Okay.
And we'll hit you for 3.
I'll take it all.
We'll hit this one.
It's Heavy Storm.
Okay. Second main, I don't even know what I want to be doing with this deck. I will pass. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Okay, I'll set 3 back to you, buddy.
Okay, draw. This is going well. Still don't know what you're playing yet. And I'm kind of scared I'm going to hit something that's going to, like, enable your whole strategy. So let's just go for it. Let's hit for another 3.
All right, I'll take the 17 again.
Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on my left, 4, 5, 6 on the right.
That was Short Circuit. You were right. This will show you what I'm playing. It is unsurprisingly.
I mean, I think the sleeve sort of gave it away.
It is Battery Man.
Second main, I will set 1 and throw it to you.
Stand by main. Oh my God, really good game. This is going very well.
I'll try.
Yeah, just keep going, buddy.
I mean, do I play into Torrential here?
What are the chances? It's a 1 here, right?
Is it 1?
Yeah.
Let's go to... I mean, this has been working. You haven't, like, done anything. I'll flip Sangan, torrential me.
No, that's fine.
Battle, hit for 3.
Yeah, it's Guardian of Order.
Oh, fantastic. All right, is it for 1,000?
Yeah.
14. Okay. Second main, I'm going to normal summon Cannon Soldier.
Oh. Yeah, you got it. I do not. You have got this one. My God, I can't believe that. I don't get it. I don't understand why this wasn't competitive against Dark Arm Dragon.
I don't either.
It looked pretty competent to me. Man, that was some bullshit. I had eight cards at the top of my deck, 0 battery men. All right, this one's going to be different, motherfucker. All right, I'm drawing for turn.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to begin with trade-in pitching Guardian of Order.
Sure. That's exactly what that's in there for.
Plays, baby. Oh, no, it literally is. It legitimately is. Okay, I'm going to set 1 and go back to you.
Okay, I'll draw. Anything in standby.
Oh, no. No.
Perfect. Main phase 1.
Yep.
How do I want to do this? I will normal summon UFO Turtle.
That's fine.
I will hit for 14.
I'll take it.
Do you even know what I'm on yet?
No, I have pretty much no idea.
Okay.
Stand by main.
Oh, good.
I will MST your back row.
I will chain Waboku.
Interesting. I'm going to set 1 card and pass it back to you. Let me set 2 cards.
Sure. You got that off the top. Main 1. Not great. I will try to hit. Show me the microcell.
It's not. It's actually Mirror Force. I know this is like PP bad, but...
I mean, microcell's pretty good. And making my UFO Turtle completely worthless is also pretty good. I will set a card and throw it to you.
Okay, stand by main. What if I told you it wasn't microcell? What if I told you it was just AA and I needed tribute fodder for Charger?
I mean, Charger's pretty good, sure. All right, so we get to see this bad boy in action.
So Charger's crazy. I get to summon a Battery Man from deck, except for Battery Man Charger, and I guess Industrial Strength is also impossible. Microcell is, like, cool here, but unfortunately doesn't draw unless it has been flipped up. So
yes,
realistically, your best summon target is just another AAA. And we will, I'm going to try to. I'm going to activate Giant Trunade.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to activate Battery Charger to summon...
Ooh, yeah, this is pretty good.
AA from my grave.
Built-in Monster Reborn. No complaints.
So the AAs are now at 2,000, and the Charger is at 27.
300 per battery man.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 2, 4, 27. So 67 all in.
Yep. Second main, I will set 1 card and pass it back to you.
All right. This is going well. Main 1. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is bad. How are we getting out of this exactly? I will fire Premature Burial.
No response to this.
I'll target my turtle.
That's fine.
In attack. Sorry.
You're at 500.
I am at 500, and this will give away what I'm playing, but I think this is the only real move I have here. I will tribute UFO Turtle for Gigaplant.
Dog. Gardening is not just for women anymore. You know, I've been saying this. That is oh, if you walk over a AA, Charger returns to 24. That's funny. I will Threatening Roar.
Oh, shit. All right. I'll just set and pass then. Go ahead.
Stand by main. I will Heavy Storm.
Fuck! Damn it, I wasn't dead if it wasn't for the fucking heavy. Yeah, you got it. Shit. This is going well. This is a great demonstration of why these decks... I mean, at least your deck popped off that time.
Just a little.
My deck has, like, barely done anything. You at least know what I'm playing, I guess, which is, like, a relief for you. But I don't even know if it's good. I mean, I'm trying out here.
I don't know what you want me to do with the info. Oh, my God. Whoa. Dog, you're not going to believe this. I drew a Battery Man. We get to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
I wish it was like game 1, if I'm being honest. I'll go to main 1. I'm going to set a pair and pass to you.
Stand by main. I will set 1 and pass to you.
We'll draw. That's not bad. Okay, so it has to be Microcell. It has to be Microcell. What do you get with Microcell? Like, 9 volt isn't out yet. Do you just get the fucking AAA?
Legitimately asking what I get with a pre-9 volt Battery Men off of Microcell? The answer is I get a better deck. I get an O2 on my win rate.
All right, I'm gonna flip up the turtle.
Yes.
I'll try to hit.
It is Battery Man Microcell, surprising no one.
Okay.
So this card's actually crazy. Really popped off later when 9-volt was released because it ended up being like a +3. But right now, all it's going to do is we're going to summon a Battery Man from our deck. I'm going to make it AAA. And then because it's been flipped face up and destroyed by battle, I get to draw a card as well.
Wild. Just such a crazy card. Main 2, I'll just set one, throw it to you.
All right, you dumb fucking moron. I'm sorry, that was mean. All right, you dead fucking moron. I'm gonna Heavy Storm.
Here we go. Sure, it was Gravity Bind, the card that would have saved me last game if you didn't heavy it again.
Charger effect.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna summon AAA.
Got another battery charger.
I do.
Yep, there we go.
Here's another AAA. I'll take 500 off that, and then Short Circuit.
No, not my turtles! Oh man, they're gone.
The deck looks so cool. When you read cards like Short Circuit, you're like, wait, that's super easy to accomplish in Battery Man. Why is this deck not actually good?
All right, so I what is this again? 67?
Yes.
It's pretty good. I mean, I always thought Battery Man AA was garbage, but I mean, this deck make it look pretty good. All right, we'll draw. Fuck, is this like the same situation as before? That's irritating. I think I have to. It's bad, but I don't think I have a choice. Actually, does that even matter? Yeah, I think I have to. Okay, Reborn.
No response.
I'm just going to sack whatever I summon for Gigaplant.
So I imagine you're getting Microcell in that case.
Yeah, of course, right? Hit the AA.
I'm taking what here? 400?
That'd be 400.
Sure.
Yeah. Second main, I will set one and throw it to you.
Well, shit, I don't know. I guess I will make another Battery Man charger.
Here we go. Yep.
We'll go for it. We'll summon... Oh, geez. This one's a little less good. Still gonna go for AAA. Okay. Combat.
Yep.
Try for it?
Take 3.
And try for lethal?
Lost to fucking AA. Unbelievable. This deck is so fucking bad. Do you know how this deck works?
No, I
all?
have no clue.
Oh, let me enlighten you, buddy.
Elucidate.
Okay, so the win condition of this deck, I shit you not, is to fusion summon Super Alloy Beast Raptinus, which, if you've never seen this before, requires 2 Geminis, and all Gemini monsters on the field are treated as effect monsters and gain their effects. So what you try to do is you actually play Future Fusion in this deck, which Future Fusioning 2 Gigaplants for this thing is probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. So then you can summon Gigaplant, revive another Gigaplant, and then if you have Mass Driver or like Toon Cannon Soldier, you can literally infinitely just loop them, and you just win the game.
How do you infinitely loop them? You use the fresh one to summon one from grave.
Yep.
Okay, so I like that the play in this deck is to use Super Alloy Beast to fill the field with 2,400 attack monsters, and the person who put this together said, no, that's not enough. We also need to play Mass Driver and Toon Cannon Soldier.
Yep. I guess in theory, if you're going second, this is also like a shit ton of damage. But funny enough, this is still not lethal. So you're just playing... The UFO turtles are supposed to get Lone Fire Blossom, so I can get out Gigaplant faster. This deck is also playing fan favorites such as Triple Polymerization, Double King of the Swamp. This deck is even on Dark Factory of Mass Production in case you want to get the Gigaplants back to your hand.
That's kind of based. Like, what if you open Future Fusion and Dark Factory and Polymerization and Cannon Soldier? That's a pretty reasonable 4-card combo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But that's all this deck can do.
Gigaplant, you know, notoriously has been responsible for some of the silliest little interactions in history. I mean, it's a really strong card. One of the very few Geminis to actually break through, with the exception of, like, Alias Gemini. You would never actually Gemini summon. But not for this. Not for what's going on.
It's like Gigaplant and Illblood, essentially. You know. But yeah, Gigaplant, like a lot of people know Gigaplant from Gigavise, but this is before Supervise was ever printed. So we are not able to play that deck here. And that is a much better deck because you're not relying on Super Alloy Beast Raptinus.
Oh, for what it's worth, we're playing Gigavise when we get there, for sure. We are
yeah, for sure. And so what's funny is when you go down the thread of the Pojo article we dug this deck out of, the people are making suggestions like, no, wait, dog, go ahead and play Blaze Wing Butterfly because you can get it off UFO Turtle and it's another Gemini for fusion summoning Raptinus. And I'm just like, I felt like I was losing brain cells the more I was reading this. It was miserable. But your deck, like, actually looked pretty competent. For people who may know, like, modern Battery Men with 9-volt, like, this is the gimped version of it because you don't have 9-volt. But, like, 6,700 damage, enabled short circuit like pretty easily. Like battery chargers, a monster reborn that's not once per turn for your archetype. Like that's not bad.
No, people remember Battery Man from like the rando that brought it to the 2015 NAWCQ and cleaned house against a Burning Abyss player. But yeah, it's pretty competent almost the entire time. One card that I didn't get to show off that you almost never get to show off realistically is this one, Battery Man Industrial Strength. This is I can't believe it was printed. It's a free special. You got to remove exactly 2 Battery Men, which is a little difficult because it's not like random Thunder cards. But once per turn, you can banish a Thunder to pop a monster and a Speller Trap. Now, they have to have both, but that's not too much of a tall order. So all it really takes is like 1 Microcell Loop, tribute the monster for the Charger, and then Industrial Strength hits the field. If you have 1 additional extender, it's better than Dark Arm Dragon. It just is facilitated by like a bad series of cards. So it's not hard to see where people got the idea to play this deck during dad format. Like this is a dad that costs you $2. So you might want to try it out. But in reality, what this deck was really good at was just Charger lethaling. Charger is an incredibly powerful card. It gets really, really good when in like 2015 when the Monarchs Stormforth comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, and outside of that, it's playing Short Circuit, as you saw, which is a very bricky card. I'm glad it was playing it because it's fun to show off, but definitely not optimal. And Guardian of Order, which is part of an 8-star trade-in package with the Industrial Strength. And Guardian of Order, unlike Industrial Strength, can be premature burialed. I was trying to get you to discard it off of this Spirit Reaper game 1, and you just whiffed it like 4 turns in a row.
Perfect. That was exactly what I was planning for. Was Fuel Cell out at this point?
So it depends on when we are actually looking at it, but Fuel Cell doesn't come out until about halfway through 2010. It's a Shining Darkness card. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that actually is much later because I think we're kind of hovering like 2008, maybe early 2009 at this point because we're still in Dad. So, wow. So this was even pre-Fuel Cell, which is because like Fuel Cell is another just great card in this deck because Charger gets you a Battery Man, and then if you have the Fuel Cell, you can just drop it. So just more damage on the field. And Fuel Cell can bounce stuff as well. Like built-in Compulse is crazy.
Right now, your options are like Microcell, which can go into AAA or AA, or D, which is like a really bad dupe lock.
It's bad.
It doesn't dupe lock. They can't attack monsters on your side of the field except Battery Man D instead of except this card. So they can attack the Battery Man D if you have 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's not great. So your options are pretty sparse, but AA is just good enough that Charger Beats is competent and viable.
I also thought it was hysterical that Battery Man AA being level 3 actually played under Gravity Bind. That came up like 2 separate times that like would have possibly won me the game, or if like Battery Man AA was a 4 instead of a 3. But Battery Man, ladies and gentlemen. Well, sir, you've reclaimed. Well, I guess you haven't reclaimed your throne.
I guess.
Yeah. You've been dethroned, I suppose. Like that's weird the way that you think about it, but you've lost.
This is not my fault. You picked auto lost turbo. Like you winning a game is as bad as it could have gotten for me.
It's funny because I actually rolled Harpies at first, and I thought, nah, that's too good. I want to play something worse, and I got what I asked for.
Oh man.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons as always. So big shout to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, SJ Winchester, Kadok Meatball, Ian Musa, Toom00x3, Ika Iron Fang, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Med Hoban, Secret Guy, Ole, Yusuf Asin 05, MBT Play Medolce, Mystic Walk, I Ship MBT and Simo, Cole T. Draconic, Rockside, Dollywop, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Thomas Selson, Jordan Coons, Kelvin Iron Blazon, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Chris Ho, David Liu, Ruxin's Horny Fan, Skyrose, Dylan Hunter, John 2 Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Daysir, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Ashlyn Jensen, Give Me Speedwood or Give Me Death. Seriously, guys, please read your cards. TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Matthew Brady, Max, MBT Bathwater Vendor, Tom Russell, Why Read Your Cards When You Can Just Click Buttons, Band Snatch Shield for Prague 2021, Omar, Paint French Girls Like One of Your MBTs, Black Acre, the entire state of Indiana, D's Cards, We Are Not the Same, You Drink Flat Tummy Tea, I Drink M-Bussy Tea, MBT Fans Scare Me More Than COVID, Simping for Simo, Abbott YGO, Ethan Steele, and Horny Bonking MBT Fans. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.